Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a powerful idea with ancient roots but a totally modern application, the warrior mindset. We're going to break down its key principles into a guide you can actually use to build a truly unstoppable mind. So, let's start with a question that, let's be honest, probably hits home for a lot of us. You ever just feel worn down by the daily grind? This really forces us to stop and think about what we even mean when we say we're having a hard day. And boom, here's the perspective check. On one side, you've got our modern struggles, deadlines, feeling drained, money worries, totally valid stuff. But then, look at the other side, the life or death reality for a warrior. Now, the point here isn't to make you feel bad about your problems, not at all. It's about reframing them to give you a powerful new sense of scale. But let's be super clear about this. This is not about celebrating fighting or conflict. The whole idea is to take that core of resilience, that incredible determination you see in the warrior ideal, and learn how to apply it to the challenges in our lives, right here, right now. So what is it, really? At its heart, the warrior mindset is all about action. It's knowing exactly where you're headed, taking full ownership of your journey, and just refusing to let the small stuff, the little annoyances, throw you off your game. And the traits we're aiming for here? They go so much deeper than just being tough. We're talking about having principles you won't bend, staying calm when everything's chaotic, and always, always looking for ways to grow. It's this incredible mix of inner steel and outer calm. Okay, but where does all that discipline actually come from? You can't just will it into existence. It has to be fueled by something powerful. And that's the foundation of this entire mindset, a clear, burning reason inside you, your purpose. Your fire. This quote just nails it, doesn't it? If you don't have a mission, a personal code that you live by, you become so easy to push around. You get distracted by shiny objects, by what other people think, and you get pulled further and further from who you're meant to be. I mean, look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a perfect example. His goal wasn't just to get bigger muscles, no way. Bodybuilding was the vehicle to get him where he wanted to go, to be the absolute best. That single-minded focus is what fueled his insane work ethic and everything he achieved. And that right there is the secret sauce. When you have a purpose, something that's bigger than just your own comfort, it's like having an infinite power source. It's what gets you out of bed when you don't want to. It's what helps you smash through walls that would stop most people in their tracks. All right, so you've got your purpose. Fantastic. But what's that next giant roadblock that always seems to pop up? Yep. Fear. To deal with that, we're going to borrow some ancient wisdom from the Stoics and get our hands on some real practical tools to face down our anxieties. So instead of just setting goals for what you hope to achieve, we're going to flip the script with this awesome exercise called fear setting. The idea is brilliant in its simplicity. Stop letting these vague, scary what-ifs run your life. Instead, you drag them out into the open and define them. Here's how it works. It's just 3 steps. First, you write down, in detail, the absolute worst thing that could happen. Second, you make a plan. How would you get back on your feet if it did happen? And third, you figure out what you can do right now to stop it from happening in the first place. You see? You're systematically taking away fear's power over you. And this brings us right back to the core idea. Look, life is going to hit you hard. That's a promise. The warrior mindset and tools like fear setting, they aren't about trying to dodge every punch. It's about building the strength to take the hit and keep moving forward. That's how you win. So, we've talked about the why. Now, let's get into the how. We're moving from the mindset to the actual methods. These are powerful, tangible things you can do every single day to build this kind of unstoppable resilience from the ground up. Think of this as your daily training regimen. You're not just thinking differently, you're doing differently. You sharpen your focus with meditation. You learn to control stretch with your breath. You build pure, raw discipline with cold showers. And you forge physical and mental resolve through strength training. Each one is like adding a new plate to your mental armor. And that last one, strength training, this quote from Socrates says it all. This isn't just about being ready for a fight. It's about discovering what you're actually made of. When you build a strong, capable body, that confidence, that fortitude, it bleeds into every other area of your life. And all of this leads to the highest level of this philosophy. The real goal here isn't to go looking for fights. The true sign of strength, the supreme art, is becoming so capable, so calm, so formidable that you achieve what you want without ever having to fight for it. So here's the bottom line. The warrior mindset is really a system. It's a system for building the strength you need to win the battles that truly matter. And, just as importantly, the wisdom to walk away from the ones that don't. And that leaves you with one final question to really chew on.